All right. Welcome to this conversation between myself, Andrew Charlesworth, husband first, gym owner. Husband and dad first, gym owner second, and then Midwest affiliate rep third. I don't know in what order. You definitely got to keep your kids and wife up there at number one. And then this is Matt. Hold on, Van Schoik.
Shoik, yeah, Van
Yeah,
Shoik,
Van
yep.
Schoik. Yeah, and you are part of the CrossFit Global Mentor Program. We're going to probably touch on that a little bit, but you're also a gym owner and a dude yourself. So let's give a 90-second intro who you are.
Okay. So yes, I am a dude. Man, I guess if we're if we're talking about who we are, first I would say I'm a son of God. I'm a husband. I care about my wife deeply. I am a father, and then a business owner. And I believe in that order. I believe in that
Love
order.
it.
So I'm from South Central Illinois, a couple hours south of you're up in Chicago, yeah?
Not even close. I'm right outside of, no, I'm right outside of Flint, Michigan.
Okay, well, I'm already bombing it.
Okay.
So you're up in Michigan. Yeah, I'm down in South Central Illinois, little podunk, nothing going on in my town kind of place. Literally surrounded by cornfields. There's 7,000 people in my town. It's Robinson, Illinois, and I own CrossFit Final Call here in Robinson. We've been open for going on 6 years as an actual like affiliate with the location, but 7 years as an affiliate in general. We started out of my garage about 7 years ago. And yeah, man, I work for the CrossFit Global Mentoring Team as a business mentor on the business coaching side of that. And yeah, man, that's me. That's who I am. That's what I do.
I love it. I love it. Now I got to say extra Our Fathers tonight because you hit me with the God first, which that is me as well. And now I'll go back to it. 13 years of Catholic school, have to get it dialed in. So here's what I really want to have a conversation about. And you and I had a great offline chat last week, and this is why we're bringing it together here. We want to talk about a few things. First and foremost is mentorship um, about a business. It doesn't mean it's just the CrossFit mentorship program. We will touch on the benefits of it in our opinion, but just mentorship in general. We want to talk about money and how it doesn't necessarily need to be in evil. It doesn't drive all decisions, but it is something to pay attention to. We're a data-driven methodology with CrossFit. By using constantly varied functional movement at high intensity, we can increase your work capacity across broad time and modal domains, and we can do it on a measurable, observable, and repeatable uh, view, if you will. And we have to look at what is coming into our gym and going out of our gym in terms of money. So we're going to have a conversation about that. We're also going to talk just mainly about things that perhaps we've done that are really, really good or really, really bad in gym ownership. So I'm going to go first on mentorship, and I want you to add in here.
Sure, yeah.
Mentorship looks like a million different things to people. But one
Yeah.
thing I will say that if you don't have a mentor in life, whether it's a paid for mentor that you hire or a father figure, mother figure, someone who may have has a lot more business knowledge than you, you're going to struggle. And not every single time does that mentorship look the same. And from myself, I know I had mentors. Joe DeGain, he is one of the biggest father figures to me in the planet. I came into him as a 20-year-old kid. I mean, that's a kid at that point, and I had no money. My mom had lost her job. Uh, I think he knew my dad passed away when I was young. Maybe within, I think somebody might have told him. But I was taking back pop bottles for my first CrossFit mentorship, and that was back in I'm sorry, membership, and that was in 2010. And I was like, "Hey man, can I pay you in cash?" He was like, "It's kind of annoying, I have everything set up on PayPal, but sure." And I said, and I was like, "Yeah, I took these bottles back because of membership." And you should have heard, like, in his heart immediately, what did he do? He said, "Absolutely not. Help me come clean the gym. you're a joy to have around here. And we'll kind of work on membership that way. Didn't love that because I don't like handouts. Didn't like it back then. But I did, and I still try my best to always pay him in cash. But he taught me everything that I need to know about CrossFit, much like he did probably tens of thousands of, if that many people listen to this in the Midwest. But he showed me the ropes. And so that's originally my first mentor. Did you have an experience like that?
Yeah, so there's when I think of mentors, there are three mentors that have really been impactful in my life that come off right off the top of my head. Two of them were actually business mentors. One of them is a life coach, a life mentor. So Chris Cooper is one, right? Two Brain Business, Chris Cooper. Man, learning from that dude changed my life. And hooking up with Josh Price, who was a business mentor for Two Brain also. Really, dude was super impactful, and Josh is really the person that I learned to be a mentor from, because Josh took an interest in me as more than just a business owner and a CrossFit guy. He took an interest in me as a person too. So Josh really showed me what it means to connect with people and be curious about the person and not just the business. And I think that sometimes, as business mentors, we get wrapped up in just the business, just the business, just the business. And we forget about the person, the human that's actually running the business and how these things are affecting them personally, emotionally, mentally, and sometimes physically. Another one of my great mentors is Angelo Cisco, and he's somebody that I still work with. And Angelo has taught me a ton about what it means to be a husband and a father, and a little, we go into some business stuff, but man, not a ton. And he's really taught me some patience and how to deal with the things that are going on inside of my head. Imposter syndrome being a huge one that I've dealt with, since becoming a gym owner.
Can you define imposter syndrome?
Yeah, just thinking that I'm not the right guy to be doing this stuff. Right. And that's something that Angelo has helped me overcome. And really it's more like who the question is, right? Who am I for these people to be listening to me? I think that at some level, all of us deal with that in some capacity, whether that's in your personal life as a friend or as a husband or as a father, or even, on the business side as the business owner, and sometimes even as a mentor, right? Like, we don't always have all of the answers for everything all the time. So a lot of what I do as a mentor,
dude, I'm not gonna cut you off. That's so funny you say that. All right, I guess I am cutting you off. I just want to speak on that. No, it's funny because I'm extremely confident when it comes to business and numbers, etc. And I'm extremely confident teaching. I taught basketball my whole life as a basketball player, teenagers, yada yada. When I have my own kids, like right now, I have two young sons and another a baby daughter on the way. I look at myself all the time and I'm like, I suck. I'm terrible. And so I get that. But
we all deal with that voice inside of our head in some way or another, whether it's becoming a new father or starting up a business or being a first-time CrossFitter walking into the gym, right? Like, I'm not fast enough. I'm not strong enough. This is way more than I'm capable of handling. And you can take those thoughts and apply them to any part of your life, right? And we say the same things over and over and over again. And as human beings, just in general, that's something that we are really Olympic level at, is beating the crap out of ourselves.
Yeah, we don't give ourselves enough grace and enough kindness, which is actually when I want to lead in somewhat in the global mentor program. It's newish. And you said yourself, you learned a lot from Two Brain Business. I am obsessed with the business of fitness. But I'm also very blunt about it, very Dave Ramsey-esque. I do, first of all, I do not agree with every single thing or practice. I do love listening to the guy, though, because he talks about you right in front of your face and he gives you the honest truth. There is a lot that goes into owning a CrossFit gym, and you're the business mentor. So when you do the global mentorship program, you get a business mentor and a coaching mentor, and you get to kind of choose, going forward, I think, where you want to put more of your efforts and time and your hours. and you can hop in, correct me if I'm wrong, since you know even more, but I know that for the most part. And then one thing I do want to blatantly say is it's so not a cash grab from CrossFit because we are not doing this for the money. If we were, we would charge what other mentorship programs are. And that's not to say like we're trying to undercut or do whatever. However, it's truly because we want to produce better affiliates. That's what the community wants for us. We want 100% of people to raise their hand and say, yes, I know that CrossFit is awesome. And I would send my great aunt to the gym down the street. And I don't know. I just want you to speak like, because you came from different mentorships. So how does that make you feel?
So, yeah, man. You know, what's the goal right now with CrossFit? It's to get 30 million people doing CrossFit, I believe. That
sounds great. Yeah.
30 million people across the world doing CrossFit. And I know I'm gonna butcher this number, but I want to say there's what, 14,000 affiliates across the world.
Yeah.
Give or take. Yeah. So there's only 13 or 14,000 affiliates. We need not only for those affiliates to operate at peak capacity and have solid business models, but we also have to get new affiliates up and running to be able to hit that target, right? So I think that, you know, one of the things that CrossFit did was they thought, hey, what do we need to do to be able to help these affiliates that are already running and these affiliates that are thinking of starting up become successful as affiliates? And when I say successful, I'm thinking of that from a business mentor mindset. And when I say successful, what I mean is profitable.
Yeah, way to rip the Band-Aid off. That is part of truth. Now, just because you are after profit does not mean that you're a savage capitalist pig. It means that you're trying to keep the doors open so you can service more human beings.
100%. Absolutely. That is the goal that we're chasing here, is businesses that are making money, business owners that are making money are happy and satisfied and making impact in their community. And at the bottom of all of it, all we want to do, look, we're all CrossFitters, man, right? Like we all drink the Kool-Aid. We want to spread the message, right? We want to get as many people doing this as we can. And for affiliate owners, what that means is we have to make money. We have to be able to pay the bills. We have to keep the doors open. We have to be able to pay and train staff, right? We have to charge appropriate rates and get people in the gym, and we have to get them results. And really, that's what the CrossFit Global Mentoring Program is built to do. It's built to help an affiliate owner both on the business side and the coaching side. So when a new client comes in to the CrossFit Global Mentoring Program, they get hooked up with 2 mentors. And we're trying to get those mentors in the same region, right? So that potentially I could go and visit one of my mentees if I had the opportunity to do that. And potentially we could get the coach mentor into that affiliate at some point to maybe do some coach evaluations or spend a day there and see how the gym is running and give feedback on those things, right? Like hey man, that's CrossFit, right? Give me some feedback so I can get better.
Dude, I love it. You are a soldier of business for affiliates, and
I am, for sure.
And you are, and I appreciate you for that, because it is a hard job. And I know with my job, yes, there is a lot of pressure and anxiety, but my dream, what drives me, is this concept of the American dream that you and I spoke about. I have talked to affiliate owners who live in your terms, podunk Midwest.
Okay, we don't know where, bro.
they own their building.
Yep.
They're they have a family. It's the single income. Their kids' schools paid for, all these things through their affiliate, and they have about 150 members, and they love their community, and that is who they are known for. That's what they're known for, is owning the CrossFit gym in the town. They have enough money to live. They're happy with their lifestyle. They're happy with the amount of money, and their members are happy that they're happy. I mean, this is literally the picket fence American dream of small business. So like, I know I love that you kind of share that same passion. And that's my dream for the whole Midwest, is I don't want people to have to work second jobs to keep their affiliate open. I don't want people to roll up the doors at 5:30 and not be resentful of their community or whatever, but just be resentful. They're like, man, I have so much weight on my shoulders and I'm taking no money home. I'm doing nothing. Like, this is causing more stress in my life and anxiety. And I'm a martyr, essentially, like a glutton for punishment, just to keep this open so I can see people happy. Never forget, money does not buy happiness. And we all know that. But you want to know what really buys sadness is resentment and being broke as shit. When you're struggling, right? So I don't know, man. Like, speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, what money does is it buys a successful affiliate, right? Driving profit makes a successful affiliate. A successful affiliate makes a happy gym owner, right? A happy gym owner makes happy coaches, and happy coaches make happy clients, right? And that's ultimately what we're after, is to, have the impact on our communities that we want to have, and making money helps us do that more, right? And it's totally possible. I've seen it. I was a mentor with Two Brain Business for a couple of years after I was a client, and I worked with gyms all over the world. And it's possible. It is possible for a gym owner to have a successful, thriving affiliate and bring home $100K a year, right? Or more.
And in the Midwest, and that's what's cool about us in this area, 100, it is possible to do that. And 100K will, if that's not helpful for your lifestyle, then we need to talk about that boat you bought or some shit. Like, come on, man, get out of here. Like,
there's some extracurricular activity going on.
Yeah, you can hire a separate mentor for lifestyle. I'll be your mentor. Sure. You can hire me on the low for, if you make 100 grand, you can hire me on the low for $5 grand a week, and I'll come in and help your lifestyle out for you. But
hey, man, here's what I want to do. I want to help you make 100K a year or more, right? And if you don't like money, if you hate money so much, then give it away.
Absolutely, give it away. Now, here's one thing on the Best Hour podcast, and that's what I love about us being CrossFit. You're in the global mentor program. We have our own mentor program. We went over that. It's the goal is to make affiliates better and what it's about so far, but charge more. Okay. You don't need to hire any single, if you go to Two Brain Business, Best Hour of their day, Fit Affiliate. I mean, I can name these. One of the things that they're going to tell you, here's some $3.99 nuggets for you, is that you're not charging enough. And now that's either because you're not confident in your product, or you're too much of this, like, I have to give everything away because I'm the nicest person in the world. But one thing, and I talked about this in the Best Hour podcast, I didn't have a chance to go back and forth with Fern. If I had more time, I probably would have. But he's like, well, you got to be better if you're going to charge more. Everyone should take that statement and drill it in your brain. Absolutely, yes. I agree. CrossFit agrees. You agree. The mentor side of the coaching side of the Global Mentor Program. However, just because we agree doesn't mean it's true. You can be terrible. You can be a terrible gym, not even a CrossFit gym, just a terrible gym. Have a product that maybe is better than nothing, but you're not truly offering the results that you're claiming, or, there's no efficacy in your program, and you charge 6 times more than the CrossFit affiliate down the street, working their ass off to try to balance safety, efficacy, and efficiency, and try to get people fitter by our measurable definitions. So, like, there's the two sides of the coin there. Yes, you should always be trying to be better, but I don't know, man. Like, what do you see with pricing?
Yeah. So the biggest issue that I see with pricing with most of the gyms that I've worked with is that they've just set their rates based on what everyone else was doing, right? They're looking at these other gyms and going, oh, well, they're charging $150 a month for their service, so I'm going to charge $140. Right. And what they're not doing is setting their rates based on their expenses, their staff, their fixed cost. Right. So
is that something you help them with, Matt? Do you help them budget?
Yeah. 100%.
Do you think, don't talk crap, but do you think that budgeting is something that affiliate owners struggle with? And maybe it's because we're speaking of the 5 to 9 year owner. New affiliates, it's very easy. You get a playbook, you talk to me, I can introduce you to a mentor. I mean, dude, they are getting is it white carpet, red carpet? Some sort of carpet rolled out.
Yeah, we're rolling out the red carpet for them. Yeah.
Now, where you and I are going to really work our butts off at is the 5 to 9 year affiliate who, like, they're used to doing the thing the same way. It's kind of like an old dog, and you have to really reignite that fire. So do you work with them? Do they struggle? Talk about budgeting.
Yeah, for sure, man. They struggle. Like, so you're absolutely right. They get stuck in their way, right? And their way is the only way that they know. So one of the most difficult things for me as a business mentor is to get that 5 to 9. I've worked with some 10-year affiliates, to get them to open their mind to some other possibilities, and to start to work past the fear that if I make this change, like my gym's not going to burn down.
Without giving away your secret sauce, can you tell me what other opportunity? Like, can you give an example of an other concept, maybe? Like a gym was doing X, you introduced Y to them, and it was
Yeah,
challenging.
yeah. So I mean, there are really simple things like talking about the client journey, right? And how we bring people into the gym and what that looks like. You know, and everyone does this a little bit different, but what we want to do is start to build a process around that intake process, right? And a lot of those gyms really don't have something like that going on. So just helping them build an intake process almost immediately starts to generate new revenue coming into the gym, right? And new revenue means we're inching closer toward that profit line. Changing or raising rates, right? Or doing a rate leveling. That is something that I don't know, old gym owners. I don't know if that's the right way to say
Yeah,
it.
let's call them OGs. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, the seasoned veterans, right? The seasoned veteran OGs, like raising rates is something that scares the crap out of those gym owners. And you know, and I'm going to take this straight from Ackerman. So Jason Ackerman, CrossFit level 4 OG, he's the one that says this. Yeah, I know.
very small,
I
very
had,
small human.
I had to throw it in there because Jason likes his ego stroked. But anyway, um, one of the things that Jason said that I really took home with me and pinned it to my chest was every CrossFit gym says they have a great community,
Yep.
right? I have the best community of all of the CrossFit gyms, but these gym owners are so scared to raise their rates to an appropriate rate that pays the bills, pays the staff, pays them, helps make a little profit, because they're afraid that everyone's going to leave. But if your gym community is so great, then why are you scared of people leaving? Right.
Yeah.
And that's one of those lines that we have to walk. And, that's something that those older gym owners really, really do struggle with.
Yeah, man, you're so right. And I know for me, I see and talk to so many affiliates. And what I liked about what you said, and this is something about mentorship. Now, I only know you, so I'm only speaking from CrossFit's global mentorship program to you. You mentioned
Okay.
first you look at the individual.
Yeah.
All right. Every individual affiliate owner situation is unique too. Like where I see a lot of affiliates, they fall into like these like business buckets lately where maybe one affiliate really wants to do extremely high ticket pricing where
Sure.
nutrition's included. Maybe they work with HSN nutrition, personal training's included. I'm giving you macros. You get to talk to me here, X, Y, and Z. So the client ends up paying an extreme amount more. But if you're going to do that, I want to let people know, be ready for 90-hour weeks. Be ready for 90-hour weeks. And that is your journey. And if you're okay with that, that's fine. I've also seen people be in this bucket where, and these are the success buckets, I guess. Like some people do that correctly. That ain't me. That's for damn sure. My affiliate, I do not. I want to give the most value and kind of leave them alone. So I can charge what my worth is. Like I include 24-hour access. We're a big 24-hour access gym. I include the in-body. I am going to raise my rate soon for net new because I just did a rate increase. And I'm thinking about, really getting up there. And then I will assign them also a nutrition consult and one personal training per month, and then list all these benefits that they're getting.
Yep.
And because we don't need a ton more people. So I see some people falling into that bucket. And then I see people kind of falling into the bucket of like, I take this from Chris Thorndike. I got to shout him out. I've been through so many mentorship talks with different people because I love talking business. And this dude
awesome.
really, really rocked my mind on. He goes, "No, man, stick to 100 people, pay yourself what you want. Look at what your life, say, I want to make that, and have 100 people. And I'm like, no, it's not that simple. It is. And it might take longer. And you got to be a
Sure.
damn good coach. And you got to, this community aspect that you claim you're great at. I mean, you got to have it, but it'll happen. And then you cap your gym.
Yeah, it's so different for every affiliate owner, and I think that that's one of the great things about the affiliate model is that you do have the freedom to make this thing
Dude,
what you
isn't
want.
it? Do people forget that how
Yeah,
great freedom is? I
yeah,
love it.
yeah, man. Like the reason that I walked away from a six-figure job
What
to
job?
become
What job was that? What
yeah.
job was that?
So I was an operator at the local refinery here in town.
What does
So
that mean? I don't even know
yes.
what that means.
So, so in my town, Robinson, Illinois, there's a Marathon Petroleum Refinery, and it is like the job to have, right? So,
So
I
you're
mean,
slanging gas.
yeah, slinging gas, dude, boiling oil, bro, and so making gasoline, and one of the issues that I had with that job was I was a slave to their schedule. We worked 12-hour swing shifts, so six to six, either AM to PM or PM to AM, on this crazy, weird rotating schedule. And I was a new father at that point. What I want to do? Do I want to be at someone else's beck and call all the time? And when I thought about how much my time was worth, I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I could do this. But I was dropping my daughter off from, sorry, I don't mean to go off. I'll come back, but
No,
I
I
was
just
dropping my
exactly.
daughter
I
off.
want. I want people to be able to connect
Yeah.
that you're a human.
So I'm dropping my daughter off at school one day, and she's getting ready to turn 6. And I've got my 6-year-old daughter and my 4-year-old son in the backseat of my truck. And we're in the drop-off line. And my daughter says to me, she asked, "Hey, Daddy, are you going to be at my birthday party this weekend?" And I had to work a night or a day shift that weekend. And I said, "No, honey, I'm not going to be there." And she says to me in the sweetest, most sad little voice, "Daddy, you're never around for anything." And that was,
Crush. I'm
dude,
crushed.
it still crushes me. Like, even when I tell, like, I tell that story, once every 3 to 6 months. And every time, dude, it just breaks my heart. And that was a turning point for me. And I stopped thinking about what my time was worth, and I started thinking about what my time with my daughter was worth. Right. And I can't put a price tag on that. So at the time I was doing CrossFit on my own, and training a couple buddies. And I thought to myself, like, hey, I need to do something that's going to give me the freedom to be the father for my kids and the husband for my wife that I want to be. Right.
Dude, that's it. And that's why people need a mentor,
Yep.
because you
100.
don't even see yourself going down until your daughter comes to you with a statement like that. You left a really comfortable job
Yeah. Oh,
making
yeah.
six figures. And this was back when?
So this was in 20, oh my gosh, when was this? This would have been 2015.
Okay,
20,
so that's like making 160 today. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like you were making good money,
Yeah.
and I, this is very brave of you, but your back's
Oh,
against
dude.
the wall a little bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was and it wasn't, right? Because what I had to do was I had to define what was important for me. Right. And I think that something about CrossFit just changes the way that you think about and perceive the world around you. And in the world that I was in at that time, money was the most important thing. Everybody
Yep.
was there to make that money, bro, right? Like, working overtime, spending time away from their family. And I had to step out of that and really start to evaluate myself and what it was that I wanted to do with my life, right? And making that decision was at the same time the most exciting thing that I'd ever done in my life, and the scariest thing that I had ever done in my life. My wife was just like, "What are we doing?" Right? She was like losing her
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Um, and the affiliate model is the thing that gave me the time freedom that is so valuable to me, right? So to go back
Love it.
to what Joe told you was, hey man, I get it. You don't have the money to do this thing, but money is not the only thing that's valuable. Time is valuable. I would argue that time is the most valuable thing that we possess.
Dude, you're so right. And I'm so glad you said that, because there is sometimes where I go a little crazy into finance because I'm obsessed with it. If I could go back in college, I'd have majored in finance because I'm so intrigued in it now and the way it operates. And I think it's because fitness, is it's beyond part of who I am, and entrepreneurship is even beyond part of who I am. I've owned an affiliate. I've worked for CrossFit, the company, since I've been 23. I'm going to be 35. So I know nothing different besides hustling, playing basketball, and delivering pizza. So, and then you mix all those skills together. And what you said about time, entrepreneurs will do anything to buy back time.
Sure.
However, we love what we do. So we forget that. Yeah, I love coaching. You love it when you're there. And then you're doing all this other stuff. You're like, well, I love my gym. I love my community. I love. And then you did just work an 80-hour week and you wake up one day and you're like, why do I love what I'm doing so much and I'm burnt out? I didn't feel like that was even a possible thing. Do you see that ever?
Yeah, man, for sure. I've experienced that.
Yes. It's tough.
I went through that before. Like that was at that point, that was the turning point for me. When I opened the gym, dude, I was the guy that did everything. I cleaned the toilets. I coached all of the one-on-one sessions. I was coaching all of the classes. I was managing all of the finances. I was taking care of all the members. Like I was the guy. I did all of it myself. And I woke up one day and I realized like, oh crap, man, like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do this. And that's when I started reaching out for mentorship. And that was one of the really, really important lessons that I learned from my mentor, Josh, was how to prioritize the things inside of the business that only I could do, and then look at all of the other things and figure out, can I train someone else to do this thing for me?
It's you read the Jocko book ever? Extreme Ownership?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, everyone had. What a cool dude. And I wanted to get to ask him this for affiliates. And I still will. It's the decentralized command piece.
Yep.
Where when you can break down and delegate, I mean, that's your true leadership. Sure. Here's some free advice, since I'm not a mentor, but I always tell people, take the thing you hate the most. Take the thing you hate doing the most. It brings you the least amount of joy. For me, that was scheduling with the coaches. Yep. I hated, hey, can someone pick up this? I hated it so much that I paid, which is now our lead, call it the GM or whatever. I said, hey, I want to pay you, I think I said like, I don't know, $250 a month. So I never have to ever figure out who's coaching what class or answer a text message about it. Do you accept? That's worth it to me.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So like pay away the things you hate the most.
Yeah.
I like floor scrubbing because it makes me feel like Larry Bird, because Larry Bird always like he always mowed his lawn even when he was at his peak. Once a week was the goal. And it just makes me, I don't know, it fires me up to like go in there and floor scrub.
Bro. Keeps you humble.
So like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, so we're talking about climbing the value ladder, right? As a gym owner. And that's it's a really difficult thing to do for a lot of gym owners to start to train other employees to do these things, because look, man, when you step out on the floor, who's the best coach in the gym? It's you, right? Nobody can do this the way that I can.
Yeah, but the goal is it should not be.
Right. And that's what I mean. It's bullshit, right? Like, sorry. It's
you added a couple Hail Marys tonight.
Yeah, man. It's BS, right? Like, you're the best right now, but the goal is for you to train your team to become better than you are. Absolutely. Right? Or to help your team find the resources that can help them become better. And that's all we're trying to do. And what the affiliate model does for us is it doesn't constrict us into any one role, right? So for you, you might be the guy that wants to like be the mayor of the gym, right? Like as the owner, like you want to show up at for the 8:30 class and you want to give some fist bumps and you want to hang out and snap some pictures or whatever. And then you're going to take the 9:30 class and by noon you're up out of there, right? And that's cool. For me, dude, I love coaching my 5 a.m. class. I love it, right? Like I would personally lean toward the coaching side more than the business side inside of my own gym. I just love doing that. I love interacting with the clients in that way. And the affiliate model allows us to decide what we want to do inside of our business. And then my job as the mentor is to help you get there.
Beautifully, beautifully, beautifully said. I mean, in to let it be known, franchises, if you're truly to go open a Subway or something like that, they do not care about what you want to do. You will pay the fee, you will pay the percentage, you will paint the walls this color, you will do as you're told, and hopefully you'll cash flow. But they don't care emotionally, etc. And that's what I love about you, man. And I loved our conversation prior. Like you're trying to figure out what do you want out of life through the individual, and then how do we reverse engineer it and make you. If you want to be the best coach, then we need to hire somebody for more of the business, finance, etc. If you just like posting on Instagram that you're the owner, great. We'll figure out a way. If you struggle with letting go, I'm here to hold your hand, pat you on the back and say, hey, it's okay to let go. Like, these are all the things that you guys do so well. And no, man, I'm just glad that you get to work with some people here.
Dude, this is the coolest thing that I've ever done. I mean, you've been doing this CrossFit thing a lot longer than I have, and you've been involved with CrossFit, the company, a lot longer than I have. I started doing CrossFit back in 2011, 2012, somewhere in there. And man, I like everyone that's probably listening to this right now or watching this, like I fell head over heels in love with CrossFit the very first workout that I ever did.
Yeah.
Which was Daniel, by the way, which is a terrible.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it is.
And I'll never ever forget that moment. And it's really important to me that as a business mentor that I help these affiliate owners chase that passion, whatever it is that they just love to do. That is the thing that I want to do. And being able to do that under the CrossFit umbrella is like mind-blowing to me, man. Like to actually be able to do this thing and have an @crossfit.com email address. Man, like my wife thought I was the biggest nerd when I got hired for the global mentoring program, because I showed her, I'm like, check this out. Like I'm official
Check
now.
this email out, man. That's super cool. But remember, I mean, you have that, you and I do both have that more American dream-esque feel, sure. Right? Like I know I'm doing what I want in my affiliate. And it's coaching a couple times a week. We have a young family. There's a lot I have going on at the house. My members know that. I love that we write our own programs still. It's just unique to us. I'm not saying every gym should do that at all. We're passionate about that. We're passionate about just certain vibes in the gym and things we want people to feel and experience. And, and I have some great coaches. I have a Rolodex of coaches that love coaching and love making these people better and making them smile. And I love taking my 6 a.m. class every day. I take it as a participant. That's it. I keep my mouth shut for the most part, as much as I can, and then let the good times roll, man.
But that vision that you have for yourself and for your business are incredibly important, and a huge missing piece for a lot of affiliate owners. Is like, I open this gym because I want to help people. Okay, what are you going to help them with? Well, I'm going to help them do CrossFit. Okay, why? Like, why are they doing CrossFit? Right. So one of the things that I personally like to start out with as a mentor is, hey man, I want to know what the vision you have for your life is personally, and I want to know what the vision that you have for your gym or for your CrossFit affiliate is. And I want to take those two things and I want to get them as closely in line as possible. Right. And most gym owners have never taken the time to sit down and really pick out what that North Star is, the thing that they're working toward, the place that they're trying to go. And I think about vision and mission and values constantly inside of my own business. And the way that I think about this stuff is, I don't know why I always revert to like a pirate ship, right? Or
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued here.
Like a sailboat or something along those lines, like a ship with sails, right? So if we're sailing off into the ocean and everybody and nobody's paying attention to what is off in the horizon and where that shoreline is, then we're not going anywhere, right? So there are jobs on that ship that have to be taken care of, right? Like somebody's got to, I'm going to butcher this, but like somebody's got to like swab the deck, right? Like somebody's got to cook the food, somebody's got to do maintenance on the boat, right? Somebody's got to raise the sails and lower the sails, but somebody has to be responsible for looking off into that horizon and pointing the boat in the right direction. And when I talk to gym owners about the vision that they have for themselves and the vision that they have for their gym, that's what we're doing. We're standing at that captain's helm and we're looking off into the distance and we're going, that is where we're going. This is the place that I'm trying to take myself and all of these people around me. And it's really cool. This thing about vision is not only is it sailing on a boat, but it's also very magnetic. And vision will push and pull, right? It's going to pull the people in that align with the place that you're trying to go. Think staff members, think clients in your gym, right? But it's also going to push the wrong people away. And that's okay, right? Because not everybody in this world is trying to go to the same place as you. Not everybody wants to go there, and that's fine.
And dude, that's man, I love it. I actually went on that journey with you while you were saying it. I put the ship in the water, and I think personally, I think I said this on a podcast before. CrossFit affiliate owners are humanitarians.
Oh, for sure.
At heart, they just want to make people's lives better, and that's why they struggle the most with paying themselves, or et cetera, et cetera. But the whole concept behind having that North Star is so beautiful, but I think owners are afraid to put the North Star out there if it involves, hey, I want my gym to pay me this so I can pick my daughter up and not, sorry, I butchered, so I can not miss her birthday party.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're allowed to say that. You could even say, hey, I want my gym to fund my retirement. Yeah. I need $3,500 a month to put into an index fund, or whatever it is that you define. I want my gym to eventually purchase the building so I can hand this down to my kids as an asset. Whatever it is, you can say those things and not feel bad. I tell people all the time with money, hey, if you just wanted to open a single CrossFit gym to dominate the world, be like Dr. Evil, like $1 million bajillion, you're in the wrong business. You're better off doing online. Just do online then. Just do personal training online, or get out of the fitness industry. Okay, there's a lot of other things, like you said. Get out and work and slave your life away and hate what you're doing. But you signed up because you love this. You can have what you love and still be profitable. You can, as long as you allow grace and mentorship to come into your heart and life. I mean, really.
Yeah, I mean, I would also say that there's a lot of values that are wrapped up in that, and the one that sticks out to me the most is personal courage, right? So having the courage to do hard things even when they're scary, and asking for money period is a scary and hard thing to do. But I would also argue to any affiliate owner that's ever done Cal Su or a 20 rep back squat, or the San Francisco Crippler, right? Like, dude, you can do hard things. You have proven yourself capable of doing hard things. And all of it was chasing that vision that you have for yourself physically, right? To be the healthiest, most fit, best version of yourself. You can do hard things. And you prove it every single day
Yeah.
when you walk into that class.
And you know what you said there that I want to, because I know we got both go soon. I got another meeting.
Yep.
The ability to do hard things
Yep.
is so important. But not crap, I lost it. Damn it. It was really good. Keep talking. I'll see if it comes back.
Yeah, I just, it's scary to dive in for the 10-year affiliate to dive into their business model, their current business model, and make changes, right? That's a hard thing to do, but you prove to yourself every day that you do hard things. So what is really different about this, right? It's just a different kind of hard, and that's all, right? So I would encourage all of these affiliate owners, in order to start to make some progress forward, I want you to look back at all of the wins that you've stacked along the way, because there are thousands of them. There are thousands of wins, right? How many times has somebody walked up to you, Andrew, inside of your affiliate and said, "Hey, man, I just want to say thank you because your gym changed my life."
Yeah, dude. Oh, I got it. Here's why. It's hard. It's hard to do hard things. It's very easy for a non-emotional transactional expense to raise
Yeah.
prices. Netflix goes up, you don't care. Your
Sure.
whatever goes up, you don't
Yeah.
care. And I this analogy is being thrown around in the CrossFit space. Don't love it. Don't hate it. Don't love it. And it's because of what you said. You can do hard things. No. Yeah, it is scary to raise rates and get there. We don't have transactional relationships with our clients. We do have emotional connections.
Oh,
And
yes.
that's what makes CrossFit different than any other thing. So I empathize with your fear.
Yeah.
I know from personal experience when I made raise my rates, I don't even know if anyone churned. They were like, yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, I love this place. $14 extra a month.
Yeah.
Kidding me? Everything else went up. Like,
Why are you charging more? Did you have anybody
yeah.
ask you that? Why did you wait so long?
No, but one thing I do want, COVID taught people a lot. And I think that one thing that people forget is how many gyms I spoke to, at least in the Midwest, where when COVID happened and we shut down, the members were like, don't cancel my membership.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. And we'd be like, you sure? Be like, yeah, absolutely not. Those are the same people still with you today. That if you said, hey, I need to raise my rates so I can spend 30 extra minutes with my daughter, they're not the ones that are going to be like, you capitalistic pig. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the relation, that the type of relationship that you build inside of the CrossFit affiliate, right? And that is the thing that makes CrossFit so incredibly special and in a lot of ways different from any other business that I've ever been involved in. Sally the donut maker is not the first person to hear about Jill's new pregnancy, right? But Jill's CrossFit coach knows.
Yeah.
Jill's CrossFit coach might know before Jill's husband knows.
Sure.
Right. And that relationship, that trust that you've built there's a reason for that. It's because we go in there and we work our asses off and we deliver value every single day and we help people improve their lives. And that's worth a few extra bucks.
It is, man. And I still don't think it's expensive.
No,
I still don't think it's expensive, man. I mean, I used to be a personal trainer at a really high level gym where we charged a lot and people would come, pay $80. And this is back in 09, I don't know. And people pay $100, $80 an hour, come 3 times a week and just, they don't want to even work out hard. Do the math on that. Times it per month. See what you get. Thousands of dollars a month to get 0 results. Because in my knowledge as a trainer, what we're doing will not get you results. Go through the level 1 and understand that this is what gets results. It's called intensity. And we don't move, we don't shift from that. Bosman always talks about we don't move our salt shaker. Nicole Carroll spoke about it. I mean, such the truth. We do not evolve. Like CrossFit is hard. You know what else is
Yeah.
really hard is getting no results and waking up one day and being unfit on a measurable scale. And yeah, man, I know we both got to go. We should do this again, Matt.
100%. Yeah.
If people want to connect, they go to the Global Mentor Program. And if people want to directly connect with you, I want them to say, hey, I listened to Andrew and Matt talk for, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes. And I want this guy. I want to talk to him. I like his mindset. I like his spirit. And you're more on the business side, right? You are a business coach.
I am a business mentor. Yep.
So business mentor, yeah.
Yep. So I deal strictly on the business side, but when you come into the Global Mentorship Program, they will connect you with a business mentor and a coach mentor. And
amazing.
The three of us will hop on a call on the first call and kind of figure out what needs to go where. Do we need to spend more time on the coaching side, the development of what's happening on the floor? Or do we need to spend more time on the business side and really dialing things in to get toward profit there?
And even I know for a fact, Joe DeGane, my original mentor, how I kicked this thing off, he is a coaching mentor.
Yeah, dude.
So,
I got 2 gyms that I work with Joe, and like Joe takes all of the calls because everybody wants to work with Joe, which is super cool. And that's one of the cool things that's the program is very flexible. So you essentially get 3 calls a month with your coaches. You can do 2 calls with your coach mentor, 1 call with your business mentor, or you can do 2 calls with your business mentor and 1 call with your coach mentor. And that's something that we all kind of decide right off the get, like where are we going to put more focus and effort into right now? What do we need the most to improve your affiliate? And if anybody wants to jump into the Global Mentor Program, they can go to, it's crossfit.com/global-mentor-program. I had to pull it up. So they can go there and click on the Get Started button, or there's a form they can fill out at the bottom if they're interested in the program. Or if you want to reach out to me directly, it's matt.vanschoik@crossfit.com, or you can go to matt@finalcallrobinson.com. Either one of those email addresses will get to me.
Yeah.
One's easier than the other.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, or my job, if anyone's ever confused or sad or doesn't know anything, just come to me and I'll get you to these guys too. So,
sure.
Well, yeah, hey, thanks so much, Matt. And we will talk soon again. And I hope people who listen to this end up getting some value.
Super cool, man. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right. See you, brother. Bye.